Hey guys, happy Thursday. Here is the next edition of Instagram Live, episode 4. So I have 2 longer questions and 3 short questions. So I was thinking I'll tackle the longer ones first and then just fire out the last 3 real quick. And of course I'll keep it all nice and short. So the first one is about OPEX. Been getting all sorts of questions about OPEX. It's the new fitness routine that I'm doing. So I just figured I'd give those of you who don't know a little backstory on how it all came about, because I've been doing CrossFit and running and Orange Theory and all that good stuff for a while now, and then out of the blue I'm doing OPEX, sort of. So how I discovered it, a couple of my friends went to a free consultation with OPEX. They had popped into the Lululemon at Derby Street, and my friends did their in-body assessment, which gives you your body fat percentages and measures your muscle mass and all that good stuff. But the test actually tells you where your imbalances are. So it will tell you, your arm has this much muscle, your right arm has this much muscle, I cannot talk, I'm sorry, and your left arm has this much, and it will tell you where the imbalances are. So I thought that was super cool, and I had to see what it's all about. Because with scoliosis, I knew I had muscle imbalances, so I just wanted to see what it was all about. So there's a location in Pembroke. It's the OPEX South Shore. So I went in for the free in-body assessment, just wanted to see what that was all about. And then, stayed and chatted and really just started talking about my goals and why I wanted to do it. And at that point, I had a back injury, a hip injury, and a calf injury, all within probably 3-4 months. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm getting injured so much. My body's angry. Like, my low back was tight. My abs were tight. Everything was just all twisted and tight. And I was just kind of beating myself up too much at CrossFit. And I mean, that's, my own fault. I probably could have brought it down a notch. And I did, after I got injured. But I was like, you know what? I need something more than, what I'm doing here. Because, CrossFit, as great as it is, it's functional movements. It's fun as hell. But really, I was doing just whatever was on the whiteboard. And I mean, that just didn't make sense for what was going on with my back and using the barbell so much and, pulling when I, knew that like the, overdeveloped side of my back was going to be the one that was going to be dominant. So just, finding a different way of working out. So OPEX, they're actually a chain. They started out in Arizona. The founder's CrossFit guy, very, very CrossFit-y functional fitness. Like, you walk into one and it looks like a CrossFit. I mean, it's got all the same equipment, the rig, the barbells, the bikes and the rowers. It's very CrossFit-y. So felt at home there. And then my first week was a 3-session assessment, so an hour each time, and we covered everything. We did all sorts of squatting, bending, pulling, pushing, you name it. We tested everything. And then from there, the owner and coach, he made a customized plan for me, and it was all, based on my strengths and weaknesses and imbalances and all that stuff. So with my, back being uneven and my hips and shoulders and everything's a little uneven, I've been doing a lot of, single arm things, single leg, just, focusing on like those type of movements instead of doing things with 2 arms and 2 legs to, hopefully not even, I want to say even out, but I mean, scoliosis is structural. It's never, my spine's never going to be straight, but I mean, I can work on some of those muscle imbalances and just work out in a better way. So yeah, I've been there a month now, which is crazy. I was just talking to the owner today and I'm like, I can't believe it's already been a month. That's insane. But I actually took a before photo when I first started there and an after photo this morning, and you can already see a difference in my body, which is crazy. Like, maybe I'll show it. I'll show it. I might just put like a little like smiley face over my face because I just look gross. It was one of those things that I was like, I just want to see for personal reasons if it's doing anything, and then it actually is. So maybe I'll show you those photos. It's fine. I'll just embarrass myself even more, right? But yeah, OPEX is great all over the country. I mean, definitely check it out. I don't know what the deal is with the in-body thing, but the one in Pembroke where I go, they have that in-body thing. You can go in, do it for totally free, get your body fat percentage, your muscle mass, your BMR, like all that good stuff for free. And then you can chat if you want to, sign up and do something like that. And then this location actually goes to Derby Street once a month and does those same assessments. So if you're interested, I mean, it's free. You can get all those cool numbers and data and all of that stuff. And then if you decide to stay on, you can. But anyways, just wanted to let you know. Oh, one more question somebody asked me today. how it works, you don't have to make an appointment or anything like that as far as, you know, doing your plan and everything once you're up and running. They have, the one I go to has open gym hours from 6 to 10 in the morning. So you just come in, do your workout. The coach is there to help you out. And then there's other people working out as well, doing their own programs. And then in the afternoon, I think it's 4 to 8. Same thing, open gym, just come in when you're ready to work out, which has been great for me because, you know, I can just drop off Quinn in the morning, go work out, get to work. So that's nice. I don't have to wait for a class. So that's how that works. I'm assuming they're similar, but yeah. So big fan so far. And then the second longer question is tips for getting protein in your diet. And that is something I too struggle with. It's so hard hitting that protein goal sometimes. So my main tip is just scheduling or planning your day ahead of time. If you're somebody who's tracking macros or something like that, schedule, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all that stuff, and hit your protein. Schedule the protein first and then fill in everything else. I mean, that's what I do, because if I don't, otherwise it's, you know, 7 o'clock at night and I'm like, got 35 grams of protein. What the heck am I gonna eat? You know what I mean? So schedule it in ahead of time. Tip number 2 is just have protein always available. I mean, we make a big batch of shredded chicken on Sundays, so there's always shredded chicken in the fridge. I've been getting like the individual packs of frozen fish and just defrosting them in the fridge, and that cooks up in like 5 minutes. It's so quick. So having that available. And then I'm a big fan of protein balls. I mean, as a way to get my seeds in for the week and month and all that, because I'm like super into seed cycling, but also just throwing some protein powder in there. I mean, obviously protein powder is probably not the best form of protein, but hey, I'm hitting my protein numbers. And I love a good protein ball. I mean, who doesn't? So I always have a batch of those in the fridge, and then I add collagen to my coffee. So that's another way. And collagen mixes with just about anything. So it's just an easy way to get a little bit more protein. And yeah, so pre-plan your day. I mean, I think that's huge for actually hitting your numbers. And then the last 3 questions are short and sweet. So I'll just go through those. Related to Orange Theory, somebody asked, why aren't you going to Orange Theory? I love Orange Theory. I would go to Orange Theory, but it's a good 20-25 minutes away from my house. So, you know, drive there, work out, drive back. That's a good chunk of my day. So I don't often do it. You know, if Mal's on school vacation, we'll go together, and it's kind of like a little like day date for us. I mean, I love Orange Theory. I have like a 10-pack of classes, and when I have time, I will head over there and do workouts. But I haven't stopped Orange Theory. I can't go as much as I would like to go. They need to make one closer to my house. What was the other question? I have notes here. Oh, when is your next book coming out? There'll be no more books. I promised my husband no more books. So very sweet to ask, or whoever that was. Very sweet of you to ask me that, but no more books. I'm done with that. Books are no, too stressful. And then, sports bras was the last question. So one of my favorite sports bras. And so I'm a big fan of the Juno from Moving Comfort, or Brooks, they're same company. The Juno for running, high impact sports, go-to sports bra. You know, I have so many of them. Any sort of run, I'll wear that. I'll wear them to CrossFit too, but definitely for running. And the other one is this Uplift sports bra, and it has like this cross back, and it just hooks in the back. So that's really great for CrossFit and all that good stuff. You know, for, you know, box jumps, double unders, like all that stuff where you need some support, but it's not so tight that you're like going for a run with it. So that's another favorite. So those 2. And a really cool thing about Brooks right now, every sports bra that you purchase, they'll donate 1 to the Special Olympics. So just had to tell you guys that. Thought that was really cool. And I'll be at the Special Olympics this summer. So there'll be more stuff about that coming soon. Do you have recommendations for upper body strength for those in wheelchair? That is a good question. I'm not a personal trainer, but what about small dumbbells? Any sort of overhead movements or things like that? Bands are always great, resistant bands. There's some really cool stuff that you can do with resistant bands. But yeah, I think those are a couple good things to get you started. And that's it. For episode 4, those were all the questions. If you guys have any more, definitely send them my way, and they'll be in next week's episode. But I hope you guys are having a happy day, and I will talk to you soon.